Okay, so Tottenham have reversed their decision on the 80% salary retention scheme for non-playing staff. They are now going to pay all non-playing staff in full for April and May. The board, however, and Daniel Levy will still take that 20% pay cut. What is interesting is it's taken 2 weeks for Tottenham to U-turn on their decision. It took Liverpool 48 hours of looking at the damage to their reputation, the criticism they were facing on social media, in the mainstream media, and by the sports analysts and experts and ex-players who are held in great esteem at the club by the fans and fan groups, really heaping on the pressure on Liverpool. They very quickly went, okay, we've misread the situation, we'll have to find another solution. Especially when Jordan Henderson was working very hard with other members of the PFA and other club captains to raise funds for the NHS. It was a real bad move by Liverpool. Tottenham, at the time when they initially announced the decision, there was some criticism, but it was an understandable decision. What caused Tottenham to have criticism thrown at them was when Daniel Levy released his salary and his bonus publicly. And that's when the criticism really got ramped up. Now, the clubs are saying, and this is what a blanket thing in the Premier League and some championship clubs are saying, we're losing money, we're going to have to furlough staff until the players take a pay cut. Basically, the clubs are exploiting this really unnecessary, really bad situation, and unnecessarily so, to basically retain more of their profits in the long run. The players have basically said, and they have faced some criticism as well because they're very entrenched in their position, saying we would rather have a paid deferral anywhere between 3 and 12 months. And both sides are coming out of this negatively. The players seem to have more sympathy than the clubs. The clubs basically, when things get back to normal, they want to maximise their profits and reduce the wage bill. And this is a cheeky way of doing it, it seems. Unfortunately, the non-playing staff, the backbone of the clubs, the staff that keep the club going, the catering departments, the groundsmen, the administrative staff, the ticket sales staff, the front of house staff who do the boxes, the club shop staff, the HR staff, they're the ones getting shafted because the owners and the chairman of the clubs want to maximise profits in the long term. That's what's basically happened in this clash of the PFA, the league, the clubs, and the FA. And the same has happened in Scotland. Is the club owners and the club chairman want to maximise their profits? They're not, doing this to try and protect when they're furloughing staff. They're going to need those staff, but they want to maximise profits. And it's blown back in their face. The players, however, because their salaries are so high, and the fact they're digging their heels in about pay cuts or wage deferrals and how it should be conducted, are not helping their case either. Neither side wants to really move from their position, and individual clubs and individual playing squads have actually decided to break ranks with the Premier League and the Championship and the PFA, or in Scotland's case Celtic, with the rest of the clubs, and come to mutual agreements between the players and the clubs themselves. Several clubs have done this in England. Celtic have done it in Scotland. And there seems to be not all the clubs are united and not all the players are united either, it seems. But this whole messy affair is damaging football's image quite badly, and it may take many years to recover if it ever fully does in the image, in the public's mindset. Other sports have led the way, as I've said, and while Tottenham are protecting the wages for 2 months and the board are still taking a pay cut, it took them 2 weeks to come to this decision. Liverpool took 48 hours, took 2 days. Tottenham's reputation has been really bad damaged. It doesn't help that there's been rumours linking Harry Kane to a £200 million move to Man United at a time when the clubs are saying, we're running out of money. How can that move be justified if it were to take place? Now, we know Man United have a lot of cash assets. They are a well-run club on a business side of things, but that move cannot be justified at all. And Tottenham very quickly backtracked on that, saying, no, he's not for sale to an English club. So Tottenham have really mishandled this situation over the last 2 weeks very, very badly. And there's egg on Daniel Levy's face. And Tottenham fans and other sports fans looking at this situation, and the sports media are having a field day with this. Tottenham are making a lot of headlines at the moment at a time when there's not a lot of sport happening around the world. Unless you could look at Belarus, for example. They're really getting hammered by the mainstream media. They're getting hammered on social media. We'll have to see what other clubs now decide to do. I did say this when Liverpool reversed their decision. Other clubs will have to, weigh up their options. Celtic came to an agreement very, very quickly with their players. Southampton and West Ham came to agreements very, very quickly with their players over, wage deferrals on a case-by-case basis. Other clubs and the PFA will be looking at this before they decide to make their next moves. But Tottenham have really mishandled this situation. And Daniel Levy, oh dear, he's going to be in a lot of hot water. When things get back to normal, there's going to be people gunning for his head and his job. I think his job could be in jeopardy long term. When we get out of this situation, the Tottenham board may ask for a different chairman and a different guy to lead the club forward, because this last 2 weeks has shown how badly he's mishandled everything. But there we go. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you very much for watching. Please place your thoughts below, and I'll have some more videos for you very, very soon.